Are you an insurance agent that's sick and tired of banging your head against a wall, trying to dial Final Expense Facebook leads, or you're just going outbound calling and about ready to call it quits? Well, stop right now. I'm going to show you how to get the best Final Expense inbound leads you've ever seen, the best inbound life insurance leads that you've ever seen at such a low cost on our platform. These leads are normally about $100+ a piece or more getting inbound leads. And a lot of times they're just garbage transfers. We are going to show you how to get them for low 40s without you needing to buy a CRM, special software, nothing like that. We're going to give you details. So watch till the end of this video on how you can have these leads. Proprietary access and exclusive access for you will be shown at the end. So Jason here, he's got a great name, by the way. Jason, say hey, brother. He's closed $4,000+ off
Hey,
these leads.
yes, sir. How
It,
you doing?
doing good, brother. So, Jason, you have been with our agency for a hot minute, a lot of years, right?
Yes, going
And you were
on
more of an outbound lead guy, brother, when we first met.
out strictly telemarketing, Facebook. That was it.
And that's back when telemarketing leads were a thing. And then you went to exclusive Facebook leads once those kind of changes happened, correct? And you went to Facebook outbound leads.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you resonate with the fact that you feel like you're banging your head against a wall? Was that kind of reality, or am I just being a drama queen over here?
That was reality. That was reality every day. It was like, oh crap, I got to make 200 calls today. Hopefully, get a hold of somebody, make a sale.
I know a lot of agents, sometimes harbor those feelings, and I don't fault them, right? And you can still make a pile of money if you're successful, of course. It's a performance based business with outbound leads. All right. I'm a proponent of those international agency as well. But when you have an inbound lead, my goodness, you spent how much for 10 conversations, 10 calls? How much do you spend on that?
Well, I put in 500
Uh-huh.
on the platform,
Yes.
but I got some change left over.
And you got, so of the 10 calls that you've done this week, how many sales did you make off 10 calls?
5.
So I don't have to take my socks off here to know that's a 50% closing ratio for those of you in the audience. I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence. That's an easy close ratio. 5 sales, 10 calls. Hello. I mean,
Yeah,
that's rock star, brother. Rock star work.
it
I mean,
was. It blew my socks off. I'll just
and
say
your
that.
and your AP was how many thousands of dollars on those five
But
sales combined?
yeah, just to make it easy math, 4,400.
So 4,400 annual premium. That's phenomenal. And for those viewers watching, if you're a top agent, my goodness, I think you'd be happy with that. And no one is here saying that you're going to have that happen. Welcome to the performance based business. It's an eat what you kill kind of an industry, but you, my goodness, you're a top agent, but you close 50%. That's a good business model. You spent $500, still have money in your, lead spend with the inbound leads because they're low 40s a piece. And dear goodness, you've already sold and over 4,400 roughly of annual premium. That's powerful, brother. I'm proud of you. That's big.
It is, and thank you. I mean, it's now it's at a different level to where I can definitely, I don't know, it's more sustainable.
Hmm.
I don't feel like I'm drowning. Sometimes, when you're spending $1,200 a week and then you got the CRM and stuff, you can stay ahead of your lead spin. It's just the ROI is at a point where, okay, I can make some money, put some money aside, and then keep spending more on leads. Um, that's just where I'm at.
It's been a lot more sustainable for you than, just dial days, dial days. Oh, here we go, more dial days. Has that been a lot more sustainable for you? Just to have your phone ring?
Absolutely.
Because you don't have to dial all day long anymore. Now your phone just rings.
Absolutely. Now I go live
Yeah.
and I can wait for the calls to come in and I can do a couple of emails or whatever while I'm waiting or make some outbounds while I'm waiting if you want to be, a little bit more aggressive. So it's changed the game because yeah, you're not pounding your head, against the brick wall, just trying to get a hold of somebody and going through 1,000 rebuttals.
100%. Not that you don't know how to, because you partnered and joined our agency how many years ago? Umpteen years ago?
Yeah, going over, yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, so been a hot minute, right? And when you joined our work family, did we invest a lot of time as we do continually? And you're a beast in your own right, brother. You got crazy skill. Did we spend a lot of time with you with scripting and mentoring and truly like being there for you as opposed to like, hey, here's a paper script, hope you make it, go buy leads, go broke?
I wouldn't still be with you if you weren't, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's this the training, the scripting, everything was totally different than what I knew, and yeah, it really saved me because I almost got out of the business. You know that.
Absolutely. I remember that call back in the day, brother. I do. And I was like, let's go. I had we trained like I believe it was that day, if my memory is correct, jog my own memory. But I remember that call came in from you. I was like, okay, brother, we'll get you in the agency. Let's go. I believe we trained that day, if not the next day. Do you remember what that was? Was it that day that we
I,
stopped
I'm
everything and went your
I,
direction?
I don't remember, but I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, you've always been there to answer any call. I mean, still to this day, it's like I call, you're answering or you're texting, I'll dump this call for you if you need me, or I'll get back to you in about 2 seconds. And that's been the case for 6 years.
Percent and money, it's so important. Like everybody wants to make money. I get it. We all do, right? But I always say like money follows, commitment and good relationships, right? Like being there for your work family. Like, Jason got a great name, but we sell together. It's not just like me sitting behind a desk all dang day. Like we love what we do. And, you see me stack it along with you, and you're just
Right.
amazing as an agent for your own family. I know your wife's crazy proud of you and your fam. It's big.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
a 4,000 plus AP off 5 sales ain't too bad. That brings the bread home, right?
Yeah.
If there was, all these things, I know you've said between us that, hey, these inbound leads are the best thing since sliced bread. Uh, is that still your feeling today where your
It
phone's
is.
just ringing?
It is. I mean, there's not another lead that I would want to take. Like I said, unless I just wanted to stay busy, a little more aggressive, make some more calls besides my existing book. Um,
100%.
there's not another lead that I would take.
Have you felt it's a big game changer for you within the agency for you to have access now to inbounds at some of the lowest prices out there? I don't know any other place that has a legal compliant lead that's inbound where the consumer watches a video like a TV commercial and then calls you directly, right? They're watching a video or they're reading full blown like this is why you need life insurance. And then the buyer intent where the client grabs their phone, potential client grabs their phone and starts pushing the numbers. With every push of the button, it's pushing buyer intent up. Are the conversations different with an inbound lead, brother?
100%. 100%. Like I said, you know, before it was a lot of objections and
Mhm.
rebuttals, and now it's just as long as you smile and answer, with empathy and sympathy, and you connect with the person, still slow it down. I'm still going to go through that same script as when I was doing outbounds, but there's practically no objections unless you just didn't do it right towards the end when you're doing order taking mode and trying to get the social or the bank. And it's just right now, it's just here it is. Here's my social, here's my bank. That's it,
Yeah,
and you're doing them right. It's I don't know. It's amazing. Before
$100%.
it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you're on the phone all day, it can be taxing, right? Like I do outbound leads and a lot of our agents do outbound leads very successfully. Great return on their
Yes.
investment. But sometimes agents are like, you know what? I've got calling anxiety. I'm sick of making phone calls. I just want to help people, right? And I just can't get on that phone myself. This may be the solution for those agents, and that, what, I'm going to get on Jason's platform. I'm going to push the button. I'm going to pay low 40s currently, and I'm going to get exclusive access to these leads where, what? I'm now having conversations. And if you have more conversations, you've got a better chance, not a guarantee, but a better chance of having a killer conversion. It's all about buyer intent, right? For those in the audience, you have a crappy buyer intent. Well, you're probably going to have a crappy outcome. With these buyer intent, would you say it's like night and day compared to outbound?
Yes. 9 day. Easy.
I mean, do you have much stress anymore these days where you come in and just kind of turn the platform on and start taking calls? Stress a little less?
It's way less. It's way less.
And some agents, they look at like, oh, paying low 40s for a lead. Oh, I won't do that. I can't do that. Some agents feel that way. I get it. Um, but if that's you, maybe they got a little stressed over that. What would you share with them about that, like transitioning from outbound to inbound?
Yeah, I was in the same shoes. It was like, oh God, $40 a lead. That sounds like a lot, but at the end of the day, when you looked at the CPA, when I looked at my CPA, I'm
100%.
like, okay, it's really not that scary. And plus, there's no there's no max or minimum that you can
Right.
put in. So, and I was like, well, when I was spending $1,500 a week on 100 leads and maybe getting 4 sales out of it, my CPA was way higher than $102. So
100%.
now I look at $40 as nothing. Like bring it on, let's go. I'll drop
100%.
more in. Come on.
100%. Just make that cash register ring, right? That's the real magic of this business. Make the cash register ring. Keep moving. Keep taking care of people. It's powerful, brother. I appreciate you coming on. And for those of you viewers, if you need a good work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. If you want access, this exclusive access that you'll have within the next 2 weeks, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. Go, I need access to those inbound leads. We will get you on the platform. It'll cost you nothing but what you purchase for the leads. You're talking low 40s currently. This is going to be a massive move for you if you're tired of banging your head against a wall with maybe some of the best final expense telesales leads that exist. Well, no longer will you be frustrated. Now you're just fielding calls because they're calling you. So, Jason, I appreciate you. Anything else an agent needs to know
Yeah,
other than just
well, I just don't have try to get that fear of if you have the fear of the lead being $40, um, low 40s, and don't try to get that out of your head and just take that leap of faith because I'll tell you right now, you'll be you won't look back.
100%. It's all about cost per acquisition for those of you watching. It's not just cost per lead. If you spent $1,500 in a week and you made 5 sales, think about what your true cost per acquisition, I can't talk, true cost per acquisition is. You're talking roughly triple, all right? Triple your cost of acquisition to have a $15 lead if you just got the same 5 sales where he spent 500. Not to say that's going to be your experience. He has an extraordinary skill set here in our agency, but just saying, if you had the exact same skill set and he got 5 sales with 100 outbounds at 15 a piece, that's a $1,500 lead spend. You spent 500 to do the same. So this is something that you want to see. It's all about cost per acquisition. Don't short sheet yourself in your career because you're just focusing on the cost per lead. You can have a cheap lead that'll cost you more if you're not having the conversions like this. So appreciate you coming on, Jason. Thank you so much for sharing this with the audience. And for those of you that need access, jasonfinalexpense.com. Appreciate you,
Okay.
brother.